have you seen the new Spellbinders Platinum die cutting and embossing machines? I intentionally say plural machines because there's not one machine, but several. Can you guess how many machines there are? Two, three, four, five, more? Drop me a comment below and we'll see if your answer is correct. I have two machines on my desk and I will switch to the overhead camera shortly and I'll talk about these machines. But I also have my friend Denzil Quick from Spellbinders joining me for this video. Denzil is the Vice President of Business Development with Spellbinders, and Scout is his little baby. So welcome, Denzil. Please say hello, everyone, to Denzil.
Hello, everybody. This is Denzil. I know they're saying hello to me too, but and I have to say hello to Yana. Yana, my
Yes.
friend. How you doing?
Let's do a virtual hug. Yeah, so this video, like it's a little bit difficult to do a live video this way, but this is aired as a premiere. So I'm in the comments right there with you guys, so you can ask questions and I'm in the comments with you interacting and chatting and, answering and all the good stuff. So thank you, Denzil, for joining me. This is going to be very exciting. We have lots of questions. Well, I know I have lots of questions. I've
Yeah.
not opened my machines yet. I've not looked inside the
Mm.
box. So I'm very excited to take a peek,
It's like
look
Christmas
inside the
morning.
box. Yeah, yeah, it is. It is like Christmas morning. Because what better, there's nothing better than having a new tool in
Yeah,
your craft room.
yeah, exactly. And I know you haven't opened it because we had this discussion before. We're only children, right? And neither of us sneak peeks at our Christmas gifts, right?
No.
We wait till Christmas morning and we want the surprise there. So that's awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Denzil,
Yes.
by the way, I forgot to mention this. You guys might have already met Denzil on my YouTube channel last year when Denzil and I did a Better Press unboxing video. That was a fantastic video, Denzil, and I'm so thankful that you were able to join us because you were able to tell us a lot of behind the scenes information, share a lot of technical stuff. So that was really awesome. And I'm hoping that this video is kind of going to be similar.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
do it.
let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so my first question, I have my phone down here, so I'm checking the notes to make sure I don't miss any questions. So question number one, how many Scout machines are there exactly?
Exactly. There are four machines. We are launching, when we do the initial launch, there are four machines that are out there.
Okay, four machines, and how different are they? What's the difference? Why four machines? Like, why do you need four machines?
Yeah,
Who needs four machines, right? I mean,
great question.
maybe yes, but like, what is the difference between the machines?
Yeah, a great question. So the guts, you'll know the quality, the guts, everything about the machine, they all work the same. They all come with the same kind of accessories. All the designs, they each come with a die and an embossing folder, and that's slightly different design with each one. But it's really just the color and the aesthetic is different for each one because we know creative people love to have their own style, right? And they love to have their
Mhm.
own design and their own aesthetic. So we decided, like, when we launched this machine, we wanted to do it a little different. Normally, we've always launched like the white machine with the platinum trim, or the initially when we first launched the P6, the Platinum 6, we launched it with it was kind of a rose gold trim. And then
Yeah.
a few years later, we evolved it to like a silver trim and stuff. And we've had a few special editions along the way. But here we decided, you know what, everybody probably has a Platinum or a Platinum 6, and they're going to want to get a Scout for portability and ease of use, and it'll cut so many of their of their current dies and stuff. So let's just do four different versions right out of the gate so they can choose to match their own decor or their own style. So that's really it.
Okay, well, that's very interesting. So what are the colors? I know about two colors because I have them on my desk here. So I have the Lilac Shimmer Scout. That is the exclusive machine that is only available on the Spellbinders website. You won't be able to get this machine anywhere else. There is also the traditional color machine, the
Yep.
Platinum Scout. So this is done in the same color as the Platinum 6 die cutting machine. And this machine is available everywhere. So, you know, your local retailer, online stores, Spellbinders, probably Amazon as well. So you can get the white one anywhere. But since there are four machines, what two other colors are there and where can we find them?
That's a great question. Well, I happen to have those other two colors right here with me. Um,
Yay.
One is it's a beautiful blue machine, and it also shimmers. So I don't know if you can see it with the light, but it has like a coating on it that makes it shimmer, and it catches the light, and it's kind of like pearlized opalescent. So it's a beautiful blue machine,
I can see a
and
little bit of that shimmer. It is very,
can you
very,
see? The shimmer
yeah.
is fantastic. It's much better in person, trust me. Unlike my head, which kind of shimmers more on the video than in
Gotta love
person.
Denzil and his jokes.
the the machine actually shimmers a lot more in person than it does on the video.
Hmm.
But beautiful blue machine. This is only available at your independent retail store. So like
Hmm.
your local mom and pop kind of craft store. That's where this one is exclusive to them. You won't find it on Amazon. You won't find it on our website. You won't find it anyplace else. So it's exclusive to independent mom and pop stores.
Okay, so that's actually like Spellbinder's way to support those independent retailers.
Absolutely. We love those independent retailers. They do so much for education, the industry, to help people out. They're your local advice. I've always grown up in small family-owned businesses and love to support family-owned businesses. So
Yeah,
so that's
it's
our
it's
way of doing
fantastic.
that.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
fantastic that Spellbinders is doing this. So that's three machines. We have the Lila
That's
Shimmer, we have the Platinum, we have what is the actual name of the one that you just showed us? Is that like blue, teal?
uh,
Not
blue. Yeah, I'm
blue.
not in marketing.
Okay, we'll call it blue.
as as we know, names and colors, boy, it gets really heated, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of discussion and debate about that. So I try to stay out of that. So
We'll just give it a code name blue.
code name blue, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the last one, I don't have the final machine, but I have the body of it, so it's not all assembled. But you'll
Hmm.
get the idea. So this is for our biggest partner is scrapbook.com, and they have their own pink color that they use for their own private products and co-branded products. And so that's what this is. So looks like it's all together, but there's actually no guts on the inside. So I don't even have one of their machines. I just have the colors for testing. So we've sent the machines over to them already.
Okay.
So this is their pink machine, with their pink trim and our co-brand there, and has the pink handle and stuff. So this is their baby.
And no flowers. That's I noticed that
No
there's no.
flowers. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But it matches all
Okay.
their other stuff. So if you have all their tools and stuff, it's a great machine. Same
Mhm.
quality of machine for all of
Okay. So we have four machines, four
it. Mhm.
different colors. I have a question that I'm sure everybody wants to ask.
Sure.
Are there more colors coming?
Are there more colors coming? Possibly. I can't confirm or deny that.
What an intriguing answer. Okay. Okay. Then I wasn't going to ask this, but when are those additional colors possibly or not possibly coming or not coming?
You trying to put me on the spot? Are you trying to get me fired?
Well, you can just say, I don't know. I
No,
don't know.
I don't know.
The,
I know.
the
I
date is
know.
not good.
I don't know the date. I know there has been some talk about that. We'll see how these go. These four colors. If we get great feedback and everybody appreciates it and loves it. I know that we have tried and we're working on at least one additional color
Mhm.
that I think would be exciting, and we'll see how it goes. But assuming that these do well, I think that that's always a possibility. So
Okay, well, that's more than nothing. Thank you, Denzil.
creative people never. If you're way more creative than I am.
Yes.
So creative people never close the door, right?
Oh, yeah,
You never say never. So
absolutely.
right.
Absolutely. Okay, so now that we've established the most important information, the color, because let's be honest, color is what matters most to us. Let's talk about the machine itself, the
Sure.
inside of the machine,
Yeah.
what size products can the machine handle, and things like that. Maybe I will go ahead and open one of the machines
Yeah. Do that.
so I
That'd be
can,
great.
get a feel for it while you're talking. So I'm gonna set the lilac shimmer one aside.
Sure.
Okay, and open the Spellbinders Platinum Scout. So this one is available everywhere. And you
Yes.
guys are getting a true unboxing. I've not opened this box. I don't know what's inside. Okay, maybe I
I
just
hope
like
I hope we put a machine in there and maybe not some
bricks.
snacks or something.
Well, I would like some snacks. Feel free to send me snacks in
We do that, don't we? Yeah. So yeah,
okay,
sometimes
so
Yana opens up a box and she doesn't know what's in it.
well, actually, yeah, true. Denzil spoils me with little gifts sometimes and little snacks. So that's thank you, Denzil. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we have a little cart, not cart, a little flyer that tells you to register your machine. I'm gonna set this aside. Then we have the Platinum Scout uh, manual.
Hmm.
Always good to keep your manual. Maybe you flip through it, read it, make sure you are familiar with how to use your machine. Then we have a little package that looks like this. It looks like we have a set of dies and an embossing folder. Now, I do know that the die design and the embossing folder design is different for every machine color. Is that correct,
It's
Denzel?
That's correct. It's unique to the machine color. So they all tend to have like a floral design to them, but they are all different designs. And embossing folder is unique to each of the four colors, and so is the die. So
Okay,
we
good to
decided to
know.
do that. And one thing that you'll probably notice, so you open, it looks like you're opening it up right now. So you just showed the one thing that
Oh, yeah,
stands out is it's the same platform system, right? It's the same
yes.
universal platform system that we have in both the Platinum 6 and the Platinum. So that was such a big hit. People loved it. We get rave reviews about that. And so we wanted to keep that the same and only make the width different. So the opening, the gap between the rollers, and I'll talk about that in a minute. The gap between the rollers is the same. So you have all the same platforms, the same combination of things. It works exactly the same. So the only thing you need to know is if you're used to when you're cutting a die, the plates that you need for the die. Now the only thing you need to know is does it fit width wise because the plate combination is exactly the same.
And it just occurred to me, I can actually use this in my
Hmm.
Platinum 6
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted to.
Absolutely. Can. Sure.
Maybe do like some partial die cutting where the die sort of like hangs off the edge and I don't cut completely. Hey,
Absolutely.
there's a technique right there for you. Okay, I
And you
noticed.
haven't even opened the box yet.
I know that's how my mind works. Okay, I noticed that the cutting plates in this machine in the Platinum Scout are clear.
Yeah,
Also know from seeing pictures online that cutting plates for other machines are not clear. They
that's
are
correct.
colored. Is that true?
That is true. So the pink are pink and the blue are blue and the lilac are lilac. So they're not. So with the cutting plates, yours are clear with the white machine. You don't want to go too dark on the cutting plates, because when you start to cut in them and the lines get in them and the embossing gets in them, if the starting color is too dark, it will become like opaque. So so they are a light. It's a hint or a whisper of pink, and it's a hint or whisper of blue and lilac. So those other color machines do have colored plates.
Okay,
Look at that.
I opened my lilac shimmer machine. Opened
All
it up.
right. Yeah. So you can
Absolutely.
see that it's just a hint of lilac.
Yeah, it's just a little hint of color, but it looks so beautiful. I mean, I
Yeah.
love it. And yeah, if we look at the dyes, so this one is from the Lilac Shimmer, this one is from the Platinum Scout. So they are similar in design, but they're different. So this one
Yeah.
looks like it says best wishes, but this one says for you. Let
Yeah.
me separate them so that I don't mix them up. And then the embossing folder, that is also similar, yet different. Okay, very cool. Love it. Let me just quickly move this to the side.
No problem.
Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. So I have my little baggie with the Allen wrench and the screws for the handle. Let's remove this. And there she is. Oh my gosh. Get the box out of the way. Take it out of the bag. Oh,
But
beautiful.
you'll notice that the handle is already attached.
The handle is attached.
Uh,
No.
Unlike unlike our so here's the logic, here's the reasoning behind that. So we a couple things with the smaller machine. We've actually had this designed for many years, for quite a while.
Oh, I did not
So
know that.
yeah. So we haven't we just did the production of it, and we just did the molds of it. But so if you remember before COVID, um, remember those days before COVID, when things were not as expensive and inflation hadn't hit and all that kind of stuff. So um, so when we design a machine, I'm going to talk a little bit now, and then we'll come back to that machine if you don't mind. So small machines are nothing new. We had a small machine we called Prism
I
several
remember
years
this.
ago. You remember that? And
Mhm.
so when we designed this machine, the Prism machine, the way when we designed it with a price point in mind, because at the time we were selling a lot of stuff to big box retail stores. And the way big box retail stores is, they say, we want to hit this price and this price and this price. Quality is of second concern to them, right? And we've always tried to be a quality company, and we were working with the big box retailers, and they wanted this machine at a certain price point. So you say, okay, here's the price point, and you work backwards to say, here's what we can make this for to hit this price point. So with
Mhm.
this machine, it was not our finest hour. Um, it looks cute. It's a beautiful machine. I really like the prism color and stuff, all that. But it's you know, like 2.5 inch opening, and the opening is not very tall, so you can really only cut dies with it. You can't do anything else with it. And on the inside, because of costs, because we were designing it for a specific price point, um, we had to compromise. We had to make compromises someplace. So you had some plastic gears on the inside. Plastic gears just didn't work as well as we'd hoped. And you know, if you're trying to cut really intricate stuff, either they would give and it wouldn't cut, or even the gears could break. So this machine, although it was very cute and looked kind of cool, looked kind of hip and trendy, not our finest hour. We know that, and we decided let's not do that again. So after that, we did design we designed the Scout. So, and it was under a code name, but we had the Scout designed, and because of the cost involved to make the Scout, it didn't make sense, because the at the time, you know, the cost of the Platinum 6 was going to be, you know, it was like $119, and so and this was going to be, you know, not far away from that. So the cost of the materials and stuff for Platinum 6 and Platinum stuff has gone up, right? So shipping has gone up, logistics have gone up, everything's gone up. So we re-looked at the Scout again. So we went back recently and we looked at it and we said, okay, now that the starting price point is you know, 150, $160, 200 plus for the Platinum, does it make sense to have an introductory machine that's less than that? And we thought it did. And so because we didn't want, what we didn't want to do is have another Prism. We wanted to have a quality product that was well built, that did everything we wanted it to do, that had the same integrity that our other machines had. And so that's how we came out. We decided to launch the Scout. So now when you look at, so this is my 3D prototype. This is my 3D printed version. You like that?
Love it, love it. I mean, that color, perfect. Is that the new color that's coming out?
I knew I would get that from you. So
Of course.
you like that?
Yeah.
That's about the ugliest color yellow you could ever get.
Very true, very true. If somebody ever paints my walls that color, I'm not gonna survive.
No, they will not. I feel sorry for them. So this is the 3D printed version of it. So I'm just going to take the cover off real quick to show you the inside. So the inside is, again, it's all metal frame, metal housing, metal gears. You can see metal gears there. So we've everywhere it's needed, quality bearings on the inside. So every place that's needed, we went strong. We put the money into the product, and we wanted to make it a nice quality machine. So the guts, all that metal stuff that you saw, it's the same on all 4 colors. So we didn't want to compromise.
It's the same. Sorry. And it's the same as in the Platinum 6, just smaller.
Just smaller.
And the same as in the original Platinum as well.
Yeah, just smaller. Yeah, so we wanted to come out with a nice quality machine that is a lower price point, because we want for a couple reasons. One is we want new people to get into paper crafting, right? So if you're just thinking about getting into paper crafting, if you're watching this video and you've never done paper crafting, but it's kind of, you know, you think, oh, it's kind of cool, it's kind of exciting, but I don't want to, you know, to start would be $150 for a Platinum 6, you know. So so this has a lower price point, I think $79, right around there. So so $79 is the suggested retail price on this for so to get started. Okay, now I can justify that if I'm a new beginner. And also if you're a seasoned veteran like you, you know, you can still cut 75-80% of your dies will go through the Scout. So you can still use a lot of dies with it. So if you're going to a friend's house, or if you just have a cluttered workspace, or you don't want to take out your bigger machine, you can you can move it around super easy. It's lighter weight, it only weighs a couple pounds. So it's easy to cut, it's easy to do all that stuff. And a lot of people who do classes, you know, they will have multiple machines. So some people that do classes, you know, either in homes or at retail stores, you know, they travel around and they'll have 3 or 4 or 5 machines, and they'll have classes, and they'll take them to classes for people to use. And, you know, so it makes it easier to haul around and carry around. So all those reasons, plus it was just really cute.
Plus, it fits in the video frame much better. So I have my own selfish reasons when I'm filming videos. This is just going to fit much nicer. I don't have to zoom out quite as far, so you guys can see the machine in action. Yeah, so great story, Denzil. Thank you for letting us know, for sharing that. I'm particularly excited to hear that the insides are metal, because I was the owner of Prism machine, and it did break on me once in the middle of video too.
Wow.
I could hear the gears snap. So yeah, the plastic gears are not, you know, they just don't last as long. They're okay for, you know, simple shapes, but if you want to cut some detailed, And while Spellbinders dies are detailed, we have a lot of that detail, shapes and detail added to a shape. You want to make sure that you have, a strong, powerful machine to use.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. If you're cutting an oval or an aperture die, something that has an open aperture, oval, square, rectangle, cutting around a stamp or whatever, they're perfect. The prism was
Yeah.
perfectly fine. It was
Mhm.
it was it was good for that. But if you're really a hardcore crafter who likes to push the limits of die cutting and embossing and all those things, this is a great machine for you. And one other thing too is like we have it has a wider opening than I think all the other small machines.
Mhm.
So if you look at the opening here, the opening is a solid 3 and 3/4 inches. So that means that you can actually cut the platforms. I believe are 3.5, 3 1/4. So you can cut things well over 3 inches wide. So embossing and all that. So it gives you a little bit of room to wiggle in there, and it gives you room
Mhm.
to actually cut, and you can have more space than like most of the small ones, as well as the rollers are farther apart, so that allows us to. Hey, if this sells well, who knows what else we'll come out with in the future that will work with that. So you could have other products. It doesn't limit your creativity to just die
More
cutting.
spoilers. More spoilers. I sense more spoilers, Denzel. Okay, so I have a ruler here, and yes, the platform is 3.5 inches wide, and this is, my ruler doesn't go all the way to 9, but I know that this is
Yeah,
9 inches long. Now,
yeah.
your machine, the one that you were just showing, you have like a little screw inside.
Oh, that's
Is that just
that's
like a
because this
prototype?
this is a prototype. Sorry.
Okay, okay, yeah, so
the, the
your
the
machine.
real the real machine's out in photography or something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was funny actually because I know you guys still don't have the purple the lilac shimmer machines. You had a few and we had to send them away. So I know there actually is no purple shimmer machines yet at the office. I'm sure they will arrive by the time this video goes live, but
Yeah.
it's just
There's they're on the way.
yeah, yeah, they're on the way. Okay, well, this has been very informative. Also, can we talk a little bit about the baggie with the Allen wrench, the screw, and the cap? So are those additional since the handle is already attached?
That's a great question. Your unboxing taught me something. I didn't know that was in so
Well, when you
so
were talking,
don't count on it being in there because usually when I receive I know I don't even have one of the ones with a box. So when I
okay.
receive stuff, it's all wrapped in bubble wrap and it's in a brown box and it's top secret or
Mhm.
whatever. So I've never even received one with a box. So I haven't even opened up the box. So
Okay.
I doubt if that will be in there. Maybe it is. But we will see.
I did see the same one when you were
Uh-huh.
talking. I took a dive into my lilac shimmer box. I did see another baggie like this with the Allen wrench and the screw and the cap.
Mm,
And
okay.
I'm going to say that I'm happy that I got extras because yesterday I was die cutting with my Platinum 6 die cutting machine. It was a blackout. I only had like a little lantern and I heard something pop and fly away. So I suspect that was the screw. I was still able to use my machine. And the reason actually that happens is because I'm left-handed and I think you explained that to me once.
Yeah, the
My,
threads on it.
my screw becomes loose because I just like crank the handle in the wrong direction all the
Yeah,
time. So I untighten the screw. So this is going to be super helpful because I assume this is the same screw, the
yeah,
same
yeah.
wrench that we can use
Right.
for the bottom sets. Okay, well, awesome. Yay for
That's
me.
right. Cool. And thanks for teaching me something. So
Well, we'll see. We'll see if this is actually included in the actual machine boxes.
right, right.
Okay, well, thank you, Denzel. I think this
Cool.
covers the unboxing and the introduction to Scout pretty well. I'm excited to use my machine. I'm excited to try it. Like I said, this is nice and small enough to fit on my desk. I don't need to zoom out quite as much because, well, actually, let me go ahead and bring my Platinum 6 machine so you guys can see the two machines side by side. So here is the Platinum 6 and the little baby Platinum Scout. Sorry, Denzil, I know you can't actually see my desk,
Oh, yeah,
but
that's fine.
okay, I love this picture. Like I love looking at the two. I actually want to
The
bring my um
the
go ahead.
Scout is just so darn cute.
She is so adorable. And I love that the doors fold up
Yeah,
and down. So like you can
yeah,
fold the doors up and now it takes much less space in your desk. So
yeah,
it is a very portable, yet powerful machine.
yes.
Okay, well, thank you, Denzil. Thank you,
Well,
everyone,
thank
for
you.
joining us.
Thanks for inviting me, and I appreciate all that you do. And you did such a great job of navigating everybody through this. So
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for, I know you're busy with projects and sneak peeks and everything, but I appreciate you taking the time to join me,
Of course.
join my followers in giving us a little sneak peek, a little behind the scenes, look inside the Scout. This has been fun and educational.
Yes. Likewise.
Okay.
Well, you have a wonderful day, Yana.
Thank you. You too. Love you all.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye bye.